Good morning, everybody. So, the reviews for the Rings of Power are coming in, and a lot of the good ones all look like they're all saying the same thing, but there are some people criticizing the show so far, and we're going to go take a look at that. One article in particular, Bounding into Comics, Grace Randolph salvages Galadriel in Lord of the Rings of Power, claims Elrond is gay. So, YouTube reviewer and scooper Grace Randolph recently released her review for Prime Video's Lord of the Rings of Power, and she took Morfydd Clark's Galadriel to task, and claimed that Elrond and a number of the male elves are gay. Randolph uploaded her review for Lord of the Rings of Power, and noted the review only looks at the first 2 episodes of the series. In a section of the video that she labels Worst Character, she specifically takes issue with Morfydd Clark's Galadriel. Like Gramp. Randolph states, as for characters that I didn't like, there's only one character actually, and that's, while during the movies I was like, no question, I would be an elf. Team Elf. Here the elves are super boring, like wow, so boring. She continued, I think the lack of action is one of the things that hurts the elves, because the elves would thrive during the action sequences in the movies. They were like, oh, look at that sweet elf action. And then she starts talking about more about Galadriel and how, the actress was happy to get the role. She fainted when she found out. So I feel bad that I have to report that she's the worst casting choice of the show and drags the entire thing down. This is what they do with these strong female characters. Make them bitches. Like, bitches that you cannot stand to be around. She continues. She makes Galadriel both an elven Mary Sue and an elven Karen who would like to speak to the manager. I can't believe it. I can't believe she's both of those horrible things. Well, guess what? I can believe it, because this is Hollywood today, with this whole woke bull crap. And then she talks about how Elrond's gay because, he acts more like her gay BFF. She then laments, tragically, there are no LGBT characters in all of Lord of the Rings because J.R.R. Tolkien was a devout Roman Catholic. A traditionalist, even. This, he would not like. Like, at all. Now, there's nothing wrong with having gay characters in a story, black characters in a story. But when you're doing it for political reasons, for an agenda, that's when it is a problem. Yeah, I'm going to skip over some more of this, because there's one part in here that I wanted to take a look at, that I had a thought on, and basically Galadriel single-handedly kills a snow troll without the support of her all-male squad. All the guys just stand there and watch. Well, yeah, because men are stupid. Remember, I'm like, why aren't you guys a well-oiled machine that she happens to be the leader of? That was just incredible. It was just shocking and ridiculous. I think it means to say they are all just there, and she's like, don't worry, boys, I'll handle the snow troll. And you're like, what? Why don't you tell me? Why don't you tell them, like, maneuver A or maneuver B? And of course, in order for Galadriel to have any kind of, what do they call it? The only way to make her, strong and intriguing as... Okay, well, we'll just read this next part. YouTuber European Lore noted, this is that very thing that all the filmmakers and movie studios and producers and high-ups in the entertainment industry are getting wrong about female characters, because they think that you can only make a female character strong and intriguing and popular by making her basically into a man, because they don't see agency in females. They only see an agency in men, so they have to make a female male. The same thing with people of color in these shows. They don't see agency in those people. They can only have agency if they take a white person and turn them black, because they see agency in white people. Yet they have sat there for years and have told us that we are the ones that are racist and bigoted, when it's them that are racist and bigoted. Their president, Joe Biden, is a bigot. Always has been. Basically saying the other day that, oh, only black people can play basketball. That's what it sounds like he was trying to say. Well, no. There's plenty of good white basketball players out there, and I hate basketball. But, again, it just shows you the racism from these people. It's from them. It always has been from them. The Democrat Party historically has been the party of racism, Jim Crow, slavery. That's them. The Republicans got started by fighting that shit. Now, the Republicans lost their way, obviously, and both parties, suck now. But that's the way it is. Yeah. So the reviews for this show are, I've seen some really bad ones, and it's stuff that we were afraid was going to happen, and we've been told it was going to happen, and all these lefties are like, oh, that's not going to happen, you're just a bigot or racist, blah, 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 blah. Shut the hell up. Nobody cares what you think. Nobody cares what you have to say. Know your role and shut your mouth. Yeah, this show, I'm going to watch it tonight, or tomorrow morning rather, when I get off of work. This isn't sounding good, and Amazon basically is wasting money here. Of course, most of that money didn't even go towards the show, as you can tell. Most of it is going into the pockets of Bezos and who knows who else. And they're probably paying off, the Democrat Party and the globalists. That's what they do. That's all they know, because they themselves are slaves. So, yeah, it's not looking good, and I cannot wait to tear this apart. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments down below. If you like my content, like and subscribe. And I'll talk to you all later.